Okay, so this is how the board is set up. And I want you to notice the letters that are coming from left to right. These letters are called files. And it is of the utmost importance that you remember this, because I will explain in a later video why these letters and numbers are so important. So once again, letters A through H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, are files. They're known as files. And the numbers 1 through 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, are known as ranks. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're on both sides of the board. And then the letters are in the same order going across on the other side of the board. H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Once again, the letters are known as files, and the numbers are known as ranks. It is of the utmost importance because in a later video I will explain why these letters and numbers are on this board and how they can help you actually record games so that they can be replayed in the future. So with all that said, I'm going to go right into the introduction of the pieces. And this is the way that the board is set up. On the second rank, if you're the white pieces, you have these pieces called pawns going all the way across. And on the opposite side, the second rank from the last, you have all the pawns going across. To give a little description about pawns in a general essence of life, in a comparison to chess, pawns are like people that you meet for the first time, total strangers. You don't know what potential influence they can have in your life. But then as you get to know them, they have the potential to be a better and bigger influence, or bigger and better influence in your life. In other words, pawns can be promoted. So total strangers could be promoted to your best friend, or if they're the opposite sex, your future wife or husband. In other words, pawns have significant value when they put you in a better position to succeed in both chess and the game of life. The next piece I want to talk about are the corner pieces. They are the rooks, better known as the castles, better known as castle. Rooks, with regards to life in general, can be like your right hand man, like your best friend, or your the most trusted person in your life. Rooks are very powerful pieces in the game of chess. They have the ability to go up and down the board, very quickly. What I want to say is each of these pieces has a different ability, if you will. Just like people have different abilities, different skill sets. The chess pieces also have different skill sets, and I will talk about those skill sets momentarily. The knights are the next piece I want to talk about. Knights are like almost like your cousins or friends from high school, where you kind of like reconnect, catch up on things. They could be also close to being your right hand man as well. When they may give you advice on things in life, or they're almost like they're loyal, like they're very loyal people in your life. Knights personally are my favorite piece outside of the queen, and we'll get to the queen in a moment. But before that, I want to talk about the bishops. Bishops, in this case, the term bishop, we all know as a spiritual leader or spiritual advisor, i.e. pope, priest. So that's what I consider the bishops. For those of you who go to church, bishops are like your spiritual advisors. So that's why I believe that they're placed directly next to the queen and king, respectively. So now we get to the queen. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board, and in life is the king's biggest influence, or in this case, you. You're the king of your life. You're the king of your castle. And the queen, or vice versa, the queen is the most influential piece in your life. That could be your significant other, your mother, your father, the person that inspires you the most, the biggest influence of your life. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board and has the power to do so much. And then last but not least, the king. The king is you. And the king, being the general, is commander-in-chief of his army. The king in the game of chess, if the king falls, game's over. Therefore, the king must be protected at all times. You must be protected at all times. Like you must protect yourself, in life, whether, it's certain decisions that you make, whether they be financial, personal, health related. You want to get the best out of life. I think that should be the goal, or is the goal for everyone. You want to get the most out of life. You want to have an ability to live life to the fullest. And in the next video, we're going to talk directly about how each piece moves.